Welcome, beautiful goddesses, to Teach, Travel, Talk. I am Megan, and my mission, goal, and vision is to help guide you through the crazy journey of life and of being a human and having this human experience. Because until we realize that we are the creators of our reality, we can either make life very difficult for ourselves, or we can make our world incredible. But it's all about how we perceive our world and the world around us. So this is for you. Yes, you, the one listening, so that I can uplift and empower you to look within yourself and find that inner light, love, guidance, and intuition that will lead you to unbecome who the world told you to be and bring you back to who you were meant to be and who you were supposed to become in this life. So let's dive deep into conversations that will bring you teachable moments to implement throughout your daily life and to help reprogram the way we think. Hello, beautiful goddesses, unicorns, and queens. I'm so excited for this transformative Tuesday full of some teachable moments by me. Last week was an amazing episode. It was with my lovely unicorn ladies, Yana and Bethany. So check that out. It's part of our Unicorn Chronicles that we have these weekly meetings where we just talk. We talk about life, and it just goes into so many different directions, but it's amazing having people to connect with that are on your same level and on your same wavelength and doing the same things that you are. And I hope if you're listening to this that you are also on that wavelength. And if you want to be, please come and join the tribe. There's a link down below to TEACH.TRAVEL.TALK tribe. And I really hope you come and join us. It is going to be full of magical tips for you and a lot of goodies. I love giving things, so watch out for that. So this episode is a lot about me talking about how I have become one with myself and how I've truly reconnected with my body and my mind and my soul. And I want to take you through that journey of how I became more aware of my body and what my body was truly telling me and needing at any given time. And I hope that you can definitely take some teachable moments away from all of the tools that have helped me throughout my life, and hopefully you can take them and use them within your life. And I hope that it can help you and guide you into living a more healthy and happy life. And if there's anything in here that maybe you want to talk about, definitely come on over to our Teach, Travel, Talk tribe and we can discuss it. And I can't wait for you to come inside and talk to us about these things that I'm putting out there for you, because I know that my journey can definitely help others find their true path and can see that other people are making great progress in living a purposeful life and being connected with yourself. So I hope you can learn some stuff. I go over many different things. I go over how my body and me have adapted with food and learning about essential oils and learning how to drink more water and have better posture and looking for alternative medicines for me personally, and learning a lot more about herbs and Eastern medicine and yoga and how I've incorporated it into my life and how it has helped me throughout my journey. And maybe you can take some of these and use them within your journey. And if you don't like them, no worries at all. No two people are the same. So I just want to help you figure out and find what things bring you joy and what can help you reconnect with yourself. And I hope that you enjoy this episode. So let's get into it. Hello, beautiful goddesses, queens, and unicorns. I'm speaking to all of you, to each and every goddess, queen, and unicorn that is within you, each and every one of you. And I'm asking it to come forth, to reconnect to all it means to be those three things, those magical things, those powerful, fierce things. Because I believe that we all have it inside of us. And at this point on our earth, we need to bring out that feminine energy more now than ever. It's time to nurture back the earth and heal itself. I mean, even right now in this chaos, we see that we need to start thinking differently about what is going on in the world and think independently for yourself and really tap into your intuition, because it really helps guide us in the right direction. And I think so many of us are so disconnected from it, or trying to live in imbalance. This world is all about duality. It's all about experiencing both negative and positive, for having good and bad, light and dark. It's the essence of being human, and we just have to allow it to be and appreciate both of them for what they are. You know, usually the negative is teaching us something. It's looking at it in a different way and saying, hey, life is giving me lessons to learn from and to grow from and to adapt and to change and evolve. And that positive is to relish in the joys of being human and what we get to experience on a daily basis of being here on this wonderful planet, on Mother Earth. And she is our mother, and she is letting us live here so graciously. So that definitely just came to me. I was definitely going to talk about something completely different, but sometimes, like now, stuff just comes up that we need to talk about, and obviously my intuition is telling me that now is the best time to talk about it. And for me, my biggest journey has been discovering how to balance myself throughout life and keep that balance from within. And as you have listened, hopefully you can go back and re-listen to some of my earlier podcast. But finding joy in our life is such a huge blessing, or finding our purpose. And it doesn't mean that you need to maybe have, some people find their passions and their joys and turn that into a career. Some people don't, but still do them, right? There are some things I love doing, I'm passionate about, but I wouldn't want to make them a career. And that's okay, you don't have to, but as long as you're doing those things, because obviously they bring you happiness, they bring you a satisfaction and an enjoyment feeling, so do them. right? And if they no longer serve you, you don't have to. And that is why everyone is different. No two people are the same. And you have to go through life figuring out what works for you, not what other people told you should work. You have to figure it out. There is no quick fix to life because everyone has their own path to go down. People can guide you there. People can help you see things, but no one can do the work for you. No one is living your life except you. That being said, you are the only person that has control of you. Granted, we have definitely given away a lot of our control. A lot. And this digital world definitely does it to us. It reprograms our brain and our emotions. And when we get sucked into watching TV or constantly going on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever you use, there's so many, I don't even want to name them all. And we stop living our life. It consumes us. It becomes us. And I never wanted to get stuck in that reality. I never wanted to let someone else tell me what to think, what to do, all of that. Or tell me that I'm beautiful, not beautiful, what I should be, what I shouldn't be. I'm going to work that out. I'm going to figure that out by myself. And I want you to discover that and discover who you are meant to be, what your purpose is on this earth, and go after it. Be in alignment with yourself and reconnect, because we were not meant to live these lives. Contrary to belief, we've been doing them, but this is not what we were meant to do. And all of us were meant to be happy and doing things that make us happy and enjoying life. And there's no reason we shouldn't be able to enjoy life. But we have allowed these systems and people to control us. And we've complied with it for so long that it's hard to definitely get out of it. I can understand that, but they get you with fear, and you just have to sometimes jump, man. Sink or swim. And I think a lot of times when we get disconnected from our body, it's because we're not listening to our body at all. I don't think a lot of people can truly be aware of what is going on the inside and correlating it with stuff. I remember in college, I started transitioning into being a vegetarian because I was living with two of them, and I just started doing my own research and realizing that I didn't really like meat very much, and that I never really cooked it. I never really had it in the house. And then I read a book, and it awakened me to what we do to animals, and realizing that I can't sit here and say I love animals but allow the killing of animals and for them to have to die in order to feed my body. And I realized we don't need that to feed our body. And again, this is my truth. This is where I'm coming from. And I never want anyone to feel that I am being negative towards people who eat meat. If you do, I totally understand it. And for me, it was a process of weaning off of it because I wasn't connected with myself. I didn't know how to properly feed myself. And what I started doing was slowly started noticing how food affected my body. So I would take something out of my diet for about a week, 2 weeks. And when I would introduce it back into my diet, I would kind of see what would be going on. And that's how I realized that cheese especially gives me really bad migraines. And since that day, I was just in shock, because my whole life, I just always thought I was going to have headaches forever, these massive migraines. And little did I realize that it was just because of the food that I was eating, which made me really, really explore deeper into nutrition and into food and learning how to properly feed myself. And I will say, I slowly transitioned out of eating meat because around my period time, I am anemic. So I would just feel my body crashing. And so sometimes I would eat little pieces of chicken around that time, until I just realized I really just need some dark chocolate, man. I do eat a lot more fruit and vegetables around that time as well, beans especially. I ate a lot of beans around that time. I think that's why I crave a lot of Mexican food before my period time, or something with beans in it. But yeah, so I just learned what I needed to replace what, and I just started listening to my body. I started saying, hey, what is affecting my body in a negative way? And a lot of times we don't even realize it, because we think, when we're having an allergic reaction, or when our body is telling us no to something, it's a particular thing. We'll get hives, we'll swell up, everything. But what if that's doing that to something inside your body and you have no idea about, but maybe you're getting a pain, or, all these different things can happen to our body. I know that when I eat, I'll say dairy products, more like sour cream cheese, any of those, my jaw locks. Oh, my jaw it gets an excruciating pain. But when I was younger, I would just eat it. I'm like, I don't care, I really like it. And just fight through that pain. So, we have to realize that our body is trying to signal us, hey, we shouldn't be eating that. And that's what my body was telling me. So I listened to my body, and that's when I cut out dairy from my life. And so about, I'll say 2 years, I was more a flexitarian, vegetarian. And then after that, I became vegan and started being a lot more aware of a whole bunch of other things, animal products in, our makeup, in our skincare, in our hair care, in our vitamins. Oh my goodness, it was crazy what they would put animal products in. And it just awakened me and realized, oh my goodness, why so many things irritate my skin. I have really sensitive skin. So yeah, whenever I know something has something in it, my skin will tell me, it's like, you cannot have that. And I really tried sticking to a more natural way of living and only using products that are plant-based and not test on animals, obviously, because that's cruel. And that nature is nature. We shouldn't, I feel, mess with nature. It's put there for a reason. And yeah. So I'm definitely an advocate of definitely trying to live a more natural way. I think we've definitely let science and technology take over, and we have to realize that first of all, we're not technology. We're human. We are energy and cells and all these amazing things that are making up us being human. And we don't live authentically the way we were programmed to live here on this earth. And I believe it affects every cell of our body. I mean, you have to realize that when our bodies are constantly changing and the cells regrow themselves each year, our whole entire body. So yeah, our body is constantly regenerating itself. It is said that it takes about 10 years for every cell in our body to completely change. So you're not having one single one from 10 years ago. So think about that. When you're not putting the right things in your body to let them regrow the natural way and the way they were intended to, and it's gonna mess with our bodies and the way that our cells are regrowing and regenerating, having all these different chemicals that just bond with our skin and bond with our insides, and it's just crazy. It's really crazy to me sometimes. Even when I go to the store, I am a label person. I look at all labels. If I can't pronounce something in something, no, it goes back on the shelf. So, and for me, it's just, I would rather, and I know it's a little more expensive, but I would rather treat my body correctly so that I don't have to pay for it in the years to come. And I know there are still some things, I still need to work on. I really need to even just get rid of processed foods. I like chicken nuggets, vegan chicken nuggets, but I know I shouldn't be eating that. And yes, they can just be a treat every once in a while. But and for me, I honestly have never been as healthy as I've been in my whole entire life than I am right now. When I was younger, I would get sick with everything. I remember when whooping cough came out, I got it. The swine flu, I got it. So it was just crazy to me. Every winter, I would be so sick with the flu. And yeah, it was crazy to me how much my body changed and how I would get sick lesser and lesser, to the point where now, again, I'm not saying I'm sick free. No, I do get sick. Of course, I can catch a common cold. I can possibly catch the flu. But when I get sick now, I know my body is fighting off something. Let's say I'll have maybe a scratchy throat, it kind of feels a little funny, but not where it's bad, not where it hurts or anything. It just kind of is a little irritating, and I know maybe that, okay, my body is fighting off something, or maybe, my nose will just get a little, a little not really stuffed anymore, but and usually mine they keep getting shorter, so now I'm down to about 2 to 3 days, and then I will be fine, and I love it. It's really, and I feel so energetic. Like, I feel very normal when I get sick, and I can do a lot of stuff, and I just, but I do let my body rest, and I'm a very huge essential oils person, so eucalyptus is really good for your throat and for your nasal. A lot of other ones are too, but eucalyptus is one of the best ones. It smells kind of like the vapor rub. It's like the main ingredient in it, so you're just getting it from the source. And yeah, if you want, you can always, if you're really stuffed up, you take a bowl of boiling hot water, put 1 drop of eucalyptus oil, and you can do 1 drop of peppermint. I urge you 1 drop because they are strong and you will not be able to do it. And you take a towel and drape it over your head, over the bowl, and just sit, relax for a little while, maybe 5 minutes or until you take little breaks. But it helps to clear everything up and get that mucus out, and just let it drip out. Don't worry about it. Let it go. I mean, that's what it is. It's something inside that, and you just want to get it out. And that's the best way. It came in, so just to get it out, make sure it's all out. So that is a really good thing that I definitely use to help myself when I have like a cold or anything like that. So I will say, it's done wonders for me. And again, like I will always advocate, every person is completely different. You have to learn how to recognize your body and what your body needs. This is what works for me. And I'm really happy that this works for me because I just became connected to myself and started really being aware of my body and what it needs at any given time. Sometimes I am bad, I'm human. Sometimes I forget that glass of water that I should have drank an hour ago. Or the 3 cups I should have had yesterday to keep me hydrated. Ooh, which brings me to the next biggest thing, definitely when it comes to like food and habits of that. Drinking enough water. Oh my, guys, our bodies. Okay, so it says here that the brain and heart are composed of 73% water. The lungs are about 83% water. The skin contains 64% water. Muscles and kidneys are 79% water. And even the bones are 31%. So drink your water. I'm going to do that now. I'm going to take a big sip. You should grab some water. I love water. Another awesome thing to do is to do affirmations into your water bottle. Speak good things into your water. Your water, is an energy of its own, and it's going into literally, you just heard, every cell of your body. So drink your water, man. I can't say it enough. Yes, we're like plants. We like water. We need water to survive and to live. And remember the things that dehydrate you, which a lot of people around the world do, is drink coffee and soda. They dehydrate you. Oh, and the biggest one in the world, alcohol. Those dehydrate our body so much. And, when we're not replenishing our body doesn't know what to do. It's going to take it from every which way or try to retain it, right? So we have to constantly keep our body in a hydrated state, definitely. Always bring a water bottle with you everywhere. I bring my water bottle everywhere I go. I always make sure I have it filled up before I walk out the door, put it in my car, and I bring it everywhere with me. I am a huge glass person. I like drinking out of glass. I don't know why. I'm very finicky on what I like to drink out of. So glass is definitely my favorite. I have a really great glass water bottle. I found it at Walmart for like $5. It was awesome. It's really nice. I like it. And it's pink, of course. So, yeah. And for me too, I always do regular checkups of my body, of course, because I want to make sure that everything is a-okay. And yeah, every time that I go, I'm always completely healthy and fine, and it's been amazing. And I will definitely go through my journey throughout my travels and figuring this all out. I really want to go in deep and tell you guys about how I came to discover many different things about my body, and realizing what I needed to do for my body. So I do want to start with so when I started traveling, I was a vegan, but I would still eat eggs. Eggs were kind of my kryptonite. I loved eggs. Any form of eggs. I would eat eggs just anyway. So it was really hard for me to give up eggs. So besides eggs, I gave up everything else. No dairy, no meat. But when sorry, I'm talking so much. I need some water again. When I went traveling, I didn't realize how motion sickness I get. And again, I've never actually gotten sick. I just get that horrible feeling, and oh my goodness, it's just dreadful because I feel like I want to the whole entire time. And anyways, again, I have C-bands and I use peppermint. So anyone who gets nauseous, and that can be, even pregnancy, it will help with that. Put some peppermint on your wrists or on your neck, and then put your C-bands on. I love C-bands. They have been my lifesaver because I don't like taking pills. I don't like taking medicine. And that is another big thing that I don't like putting into my body is medicine. I didn't want to take anything. Like traveling, I didn't want to have to take, I forget what the motion sickness pill is, but I didn't want to have to take that. And if you don't know, I got in a really bad car accident right before I went traveling. So in my head, I said, as if I only get really bad headaches, or I really have a really bad day with my shoulder, then I'm allowed to take some Advil or something. But I really, really wanted to try to stay away from using any type of medicine. I wanted to do it, the natural way. And that's actually where I really started doing yoga, was after my car accident. I didn't want to stop using my shoulder. I didn't want it to get stuck somewhere. So from literally the second day, I was constantly just moving it. It hurt so bad, but I just fought through that pain because I knew that it would just be harder if I let it freeze in place and never moved it and then have to move it again. So I told myself, no, you are going to keep moving this. So I did a lot of yoga and I got into that headspace, and that really helped my body heal in many different forms. Granted, throughout my travels, because I did not help myself, I did wear a really heavy backpack that weighed about, I think, 40 pounds. So I think it was a 40-liter. So that did not help my shoulder at all, but it was well worth it. It was a fun trip. I would do it again. It just meant that I was going to have to work even harder to heal my body, and that it might take me a little longer because I'm still, hurting myself. and I'm going to have consequences to that. And I did. And I came to that realization that when I was not treating my body the way I should be treating my body, I'm going to pay for it later on. So it was just being aware of that as well, and really connecting with myself and saying, hey, this is what's going on. Thankfully, after 4 months, I did end up going to a suitcase, which is still difficult because sometimes when I'm pulling it, it can definitely hurt my shoulder. But anyways, so yeah, and that was my yoga journey. And then when I got to Asia, after about 8 months, that was one of my on my to-do list, was either to do a meditation course or to go get a yoga certificate. And yeah, India just called to me. I wish I could remember how, what, I don't know, but I really wanted to go there. And I found a course and I went for a month and learned yoga. And it was amazing. It was really great. And I love that I got that experience. And I love that I found other methods too to help my body. One lady there did acupuncture. And whenever my shoulder, I get really bad headaches. So if my shoulder is kind of out of place, or my nerve gets inflamed, it gives me a really bad headache. So I would just go to her and she'd put one acupuncture at the top of my head. Oh my goodness, it was like instant relief and it was amazing. So I would sit there for about 10 minutes. I really need to learn how to do that. I'm going to write that down. That is my goal, is to learn maybe just how to do that, but acupuncture, that will be on my goal list, because I want to do it. If not just for myself, I'll just stick myself all the time. No one else needs to. So yeah, and I really just fell in love with Eastern medicine, and going to herbs and to plants. And I think because it connects everything together. It doesn't just look at one part of the human body, which in Western world it is that it's like a machine and there's one part to it is wrong. But no, we work all together. All inches of our body and our cells work together. And it's not just looking at how to cover up the pain, or mask the symptoms and everything and give you even more symptoms. But hey, let's look at what is causing these issues in the first place, and how can we minimize this, which a lot of Western medicine isn't looking at our diets, at our just daily things. And it definitely takes a toll on our body. Even right now, just sitting at the desk, I really want to go for a walk. It's a little cold though, but sitting, where our posture is horrible, our spine is not in a line, we're not engaged in our core. So check yourself right now. Sit up straight or stand up straight. Make sure your core is engaged right now, right? Pull it back to that spine and just hold it, right? Hold your spine, give yourself support. And then with your shoulders, I want you to just relax them, kind of in a downward motion, kind of go up and backwards and down, and just rest them there. And make sure your head is above your heart, right? It's in alignment, straight. And feel like someone is pulling you at the top of your head and making you completely straight. just feel how much better that is. And it's hard because we've become so accustomed to, crouching over and not having good posture that when we do sit like this, we're like, oh my goodness. But then we're like, oh, this is hard. Yes, because we don't do it enough. My biggest thing I'm aware of is when I'm in the car, my head has to be against the back, and so that, I'm in alignment with myself. So I'm definitely doing it right now. You should be as well. Be aware of your posture and be aware of your breathing, right? That was a really eye-opening experience that I learned when I went to go learn yoga, was about the breath and how much we need to breathe, especially right now that we are wearing masks and cutting off, our oxygen, and the people that wear them outside is beyond me. On a run, what are you doing? Get the fresh air, man. Oh my goodness, I pull that thing off right when I get outside. Take some deep, long breaths. Go outside, just out on your porch, wherever you are, out on your deck, and take some nice, deep breaths of the outside. We can do it together. Ready? 1, inhale. Exhale. Oh, and just keeping that nice pace and just breathing. We forget to breathe sometimes, or just take deep breaths, and we're just having shallow breaths. Remember, oxygen is also in our body, right? We need it to circulate everything in and out of our body. 65% of our body is oxygen. So just think about that. 65% needs to go inside your body and 65% needs to go out. And half the time we're maybe doing 10%, right? That's not enough. We need 65% worth of oxygen in our lungs and our system. So take those nice, deep, long breaths while you are in a posture that is good for your back and your spine and your shoulders and your head, and all of it aligns together. So yeah, take this time for yourself. And I want us all to remember that self-care is the best care. It is. We need to love ourselves because no one else can do it for us. And no one else knows it but us. Only we know what we need at any given moment in time. So give it to yourself. Give yourself the love that you need. Pamper yourself. Give yourself a nice massage. Do those things for yourself that bring you joy. And I will always, always bring you back to that. Find those things that fill you with joy, because a lot of people that will be on my show and who are expressing themselves are finding the joy within life. And they are living their purpose. They are living true to themselves and connecting with themselves. And we are all on different levels and we all get there at different times. It's not a race. It's all about reconnecting with our body, our mind, our soul, and having those three integrated together and enjoying what is and doing what we need to do for our bodies and not following someone else's, because we are all individuals and we all do things differently. So I don't want you to even take what I'm saying for face value, because this is my journey, my experience, what has worked for me, what I have found helps my body, but I've listened to my body this whole entire time. That is the difference. And I want you to start listening to her. Yes, her side. I want you to listen to the nurturing side that wants to nurture your body back to health and back to happiness and back to who you are, the core, the essence of you, that light within. It wants to come out. It wants to be that queen, that goddess, that unicorn. It's saying, I'm here. Let me out. I want to show the world what I'm capable of. And I know you're capable of amazing things, incredible things. And I really hope that you can find within yourself what helps you. And it's a long journey, and it's going to be a forever journey. It's going to be, my body is constantly changing, right? I said that our body changes completely every 10 years. So I'm going to have to do things differently then. And each time I'm just going to have to keep listening to my body on what it needs and what I can give it, and finding those tools that help you figure it out. A really big one that I like to use, and that was taught to me, is asking your body. So what you do is you stand up. So everyone can stand up if you want. And let's say water, right? So we can all put our water bottles in our hands and we're standing up. And what you're going to do, feet together as well. And you're just going to ask your body, do I need water? Do I need water? Do I need water? Do I need water? And just keep asking until you feel it. You will feel a push. Now, either you will feel a push back or you will feel a push forward. Now, usually backwards means no, and forward means yes. Granted, everyone is different, so you can ask your body first, what is yes, what is no, and it will push you, and it will tell you which is your yes and which is your no. But you can do this for all different things. If you're going to put something on your body, if your body knows, it can pick up on the cellular level if something is needed or not, and that is something we can do to connect with ourselves and realize what we can do to connect with ourselves. And it's been a tool that I've used throughout my journey. And it's something I will continue to use because it does help me realize sometimes I may not know what I need, but I can ask myself, because I think another part of me definitely knows what I need. My brain just can't compute it at the moment. So I can ask for help. And that is a big thing that we can do, is ask for help. I am a huge advocate for speaking, for talking everything out. And that is why I'm here. I want to talk you through this. I want to talk you through my journey of healing my body and learning what was correct for me so that I can help you or guide you through this crazy journey of this human experience, and help find and give you tools that can help you in reconnecting with yourself, in reconnecting with that feminine energy within yourself. Because I feel in this time we need more healing, more now than ever, of our mind, our body, and our spirit. Soul. I don't know why I said spirit. That was very interesting. I usually call it my soul, but hey, spirit works. Whatever you are, my essence, my light, whatever you want to call it. In so many different places, it's something else. But that core inside of you, and help you to bring that out and to live a wonderful, amazing, deserving life that we all deserve, because we're all worth it. we are all worth having a happy, healthy, successful life. And as long as we're here for one another, I don't see why we can't succeed at that. I don't see why not. And yeah, I think that is about it, right? I covered my diet has definitely helped improve. Oh, another thing about my diet that has really been surprising. So I used to be so allergic to cats, cigarette smoke, like my eyes would puff up, get so red. Oh my, it was horrible. And ever since I went vegan, those allergies are almost extinct. The only thing I still have is one of my eyes gets like a bump on it when I'm around it. And it doesn't itch. I can just feel it. So I have eye drops that help with it. But that's the only thing. I'm not deathly like swelling up or anything, which is awesome. So yeah, it definitely helped me with that. I used to have really bad asthma. Oh my goodness gracious. I would have to do breathing treatments all the time. I hated them. I hated taking the inhaler. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I have not had any problems with that at all, which is amazing and incredible. Getting just rid of, and now I am actually starting to get rid of gluten. I have noticed that, yeah, my body just doesn't like it. It gets really upset when I eat gluten. And granted, gluten is literally a man-made chemical that is meant for flour to stick together. What do you think that is doing inside of your body? Sticking to your body, probably. Just my thought. What came to me when I researched what it is and everything, and that was the thought that popped into my head. So yeah, and I recently did start taking supplements because my vitamin D was really low, and I'm in Washington where there's not that much sun. But they're vegan capsules, which are incredible and really nice. Yeah, so there are vegan ones. Just be careful. Gelatin is in everything, which actually is grounded up bones and all that stuff that they don't know what to do with animals. Grind it all up, and that is what gelatin is made out of. I think gelatin smells very disgusting, by the way. Just me. My smell after 6 years of not eating meat and everything, the smell of meat grosses me out now. To me, what I can literally describe the smell as to me is just burning flesh. That's what it smells like to me. And I guess that literally is what it is. But yeah, it just doesn't smell appetizing to me anymore, which obviously I'm really thankful for. And now this year actually is 9 years of me being one, which is crazy to me. But I've loved my journey. But again, remember, hey, even if you definitely want to try it out, please contact someone, even me, please, because you can get very, very sick. Because when you're not feeding your body properly, again, you will get sick. So you need to obviously first learn, what your body needs at any given time and eat all of it, right? You need your fruits, your vegetables, your beans, your nuts, all of them every day. So, and for some people that is really hard to have to eat all of that every single day because you have to get all your nutrients in. You need to get them in everywhere. So, and what happens when we eat animals, they have all that nutrients because they ate the plants. All nutrients come actually from plants. They don't come from animals at all. So we use them kind of as our middleman. So again, when you're taking out that middleman, you now have to go straight to that source, but you need to learn what different sources that you need to go to get those things. So please, cautionary, find what works for you, find what your body needs, because I don't want you getting sick. Please ask a dietitian how to go, or just research it. That's what I did. I just did a lot of different research, and again, just listen to my body, what it needed. Sometimes it's really funny because when you crave something, you can Google it. Oh, hey, I'm craving something sweet. What does that mean? And it will tell you what your body is needing at that time. So, it says on here, if you're craving sweets, you need more, possibly magnesium, chromium. But, right, when you're thirsty, thirst is the first sign of dehydration. Tiredness and fatigue show that you are not getting enough sleep or you're not getting enough B12. And vegans, that is the thing we lack the most, is B12 vitamin. The only reason we lack it is because it comes from dirt. So again, your animals have it in you because they eat a lot of dirt, the grass is in the dirt, hay, all of that stuff. So I use nutritional yeast as my B12 vitamin. I love nutritional yeast. It's like a cheese flavor. I sprinkle it on about everything, my salads, my stews, my chilies, anything you can think of. I put it in my mashed potatoes. I love it. It's just delicious. So when we are craving food, it's usually linked to a nutrient deficiency. So it's recognizing that, oh, I'm craving some potato chips. Okay, are you craving salty potato chips? Maybe you should go look up what salty means and what you're lacking, and then go find a food that has that in them. Because that too, when we eat so much processed food, it's just empty calories. It's not actually fulfilling that nutritious value. It's giving your body that kind of false, oh, hey, I'm feeding you, but I'm not actually giving you what you actually need. And then you keep craving them and keep eating them because you're not satisfying that nutrient that you are lacking at that time. So yeah, just start looking and researching what different things mean, and listening. Again, I can't say that enough. Listen to your body, because your body is your body. You're the only person that's with it 24/7 and knows what is going on with it. No one else can tell you, and no one else knows. Another really big thing that I definitely do as more of a natural thing is my clothes. I usually use Castillo soap. I really don't know how to pronounce the brand name of it. But it's pretty much just essential oils, and I use that to wash my clothes with. I was using it you can use it as so many different things. It has 15 different uses for it. But my hair didn't quite like it very much. So, and again, I have these beauty products. Monet is amazing. If you want to know anything more, there's a link down below. And for my skin, I would only have body wash that didn't have fragrance in it. Fragrance and me don't work out at all. And yeah, so that's where I would use that soap, wash my body. And I would just use oils for my skin. Tea tree oil is a really good one for your face. Vitamin E oil, or just any base oil, coconut. Any of those are really good for your face and your body in general. Let's say if I would get hurt, I only use oils. Tea tree oil is really good for cuts. They are all antiseptic, so they're all really good. Peppermint is really good for if you do get burns. I would put tea tree oil on it first, and then I would you can put coconut oil as well with the tea tree on any type of burns, and then put peppermint. And peppermint has that cooling sensation, which is also amazing for joint pain. So whenever your muscles hurt, just put some peppermint on it. It gives you that icy hot feeling, which I love. So yeah, peppermint is my favorite essential oil. I absolutely love it. So yeah, if you're having any pains, aches anywhere, peppermint essential oil is amazing. I'm really good at my nose knows when an essential oil is not pure. They just don't smell right. Essential oils are very potent. You will know it is an essential oil when you take that lid off instantly. So yeah, I use those. Lavender is really good for relaxing. It's also an antiseptic. It's also good for joint swelling, inflammation. Again, I said peppermint was really good for nausea. And again, these are different things you can also look up. Those are just my favorite. I don't like the smell of a lot of the other ones. Those three I just really gravitate towards. I feel like I can use those the most versatile. Oh, and obviously when you're going to like a mosquito country and stuff, citronella and lemongrass are really excellent ones for a mosquito repellent. However, you do need to like reapply it all the time, but that's okay because they smell bomb. So like I will put it on constantly. And again, just with a base oil, be sure to use a base oil because a lot of people's skin is very sensitive. Because they are very potent. They're 100% the natural oils. I can use them on my bare skin, but I've just been using them for a really, really, really long time now. So my body is fine with them. Acne, tea tree oil is also really good for acne. Coconut oil is really good for your teeth. Swishing it around helps, get all the gunk out. Helps with active cavities and helps with like inflammation and swelling or if you have any pain. So always get some coconut oil. I really like coconut oil. Right now it's really cold, so I can't use my coconut oil. But when I'm in a hot place, it's really nice because it's not solid. Yeah, so those are ones. I do like to put oils in my hair every once in a while just to really put it back into my hair and love my hair. A really good one is to put either argan oil. You can put in your hair. On a side note, I really like the smell of orange oil. I don't really use it for much, just to smell good, which I actually really want to put on orange oil right now because, and orange is a really good one for like refreshing yourself, like giving you a wake up. So like in the morning, maybe if you're really tired, you can put some orange oil on. It's so refreshing. I do love the smell of oranges. It smells so good. So yeah, this is my medicine cabinet, is essential oils. That too, headaches, peppermint oil, just rub it on there. I feel like that's like majority of what I use them for. I can't think of anything else at the moment. But yeah, that's my way of being kind of as natural as possible. And just, yeah. And again, I'm not perfect. I know that I'm not living 100% naturally. And eventually I do want to get to that. I want to have my own place that is 100% sustainable. Me making all of this myself and only using what I produce and stuff. I really want to get to that point. And I know I will get to that point. I know I will. So there's no worries about that. Because we're all improving. We're all getting there. And this is my journey of discovering what works for me, what helps me, what I can cultivate in my life going forward, and what I can do to help this earth and be the best human I possibly can be, not only for myself, but for other people and for planet Earth, for this Mother Earth that lets us live here for free and just breathe her air every day and gives us glorious rainbows and waterfalls and breathtaking views and animals. And oh, it's so beautiful here. I love Mother Earth, and I've loved traveling Mother Earth, and I can't wait to go back and travel Mother Earth. But I'm being patient and I am waiting. So no worries, I have some patience for this. But yeah, I hope that this can help you just see the journey that I have created to help myself love myself and nurture myself back to a healthy way of living that works, again, for me. It may not work for you, and every person is different, and you have to find the drive within yourself and figure out your genes and your everything and go with it. Enjoy life and enjoy living this life and enjoying having this body and being able to give it the best environment you can to thrive and to be healthy and happy and do all these incredible things that you were meant to do. I hope you took away some teachable moments from this podcast, because this is one thing I really do truly love talking about myself, but things that have helped me in my journey and things that I have done a lot of research on for myself. And I think with this day and age and with what we have at our fingertips, we have no excuse not to research things that we are putting inside of our body and doing with our body. We should all be doing some type of research. And I absolutely can't wait to keep sharing more amazing things with you, because this is just something I'm really passionate about, and it brings me a lot of joy knowing how amazing you are by listening and how inspired you are. I always love feedback, so please definitely send me reviews. I also, love it if you could tell me any helpful hints or tips. I would greatly appreciate that. And I would also definitely love and appreciate if you come and joined our tribe. I think it would be very beneficial for you. And each week I want to do a kind of a call to action for all of you to do. And in our TEACH.TRAVEL.TALK tribe, I want you to, this week, ask yourself, what can I be aware of this week? Just one thing to be aware of that is going to help you in your self-care. Whether that is being aware of our posture, being aware of our breathing this week, being aware of the food we put in our mouth, being aware of how many glasses of water you take. Think of that. Think of one thing we can be aware of, and let me know in our group. I would love to share that with you. And I can't wait for next Tuesday, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I really hope you got some teachable moments out of here, because I love putting teachable moments in here. Until next time, you beautiful goddesses, namaste. For all of you that keep listening, I do sell hair care products and face products. It is a great company. It's called Monet. I absolutely love working with them. They have incredible products that are vegan friendly. They have no harsh chemicals, and my hair absolutely loves it. And I'm a stickler for advocating for products that don't use harsh chemicals, that only use plant-based derived ingredients, which this company does, which obviously my hair agrees with it, because I've never seen my hair grow so much and just look amazing, healthy, which I dye my hair so much. So my hair does not like me all the time. Um, and they taught me how to actually wash my hair, which is crazy. I always thought I knew how to wash my hair, but apparently I didn't. So I'll just share that really quick because I thought it was amazing. So with this product, you only need about a quarter size of product, and with the shampoo you wash your hair twice. So because they don't have sulfates, it's not as sudsy as normal shampoo. So the first wash is to really get that excess oil and, you know, harsh things from the outside environment to get off of your hair. And then that second wash is actually to get those nutrients from that shampoo into your hair, because obviously we've had all these blockages from, our environment, from dirt, from all that stuff. Especially, I don't wash my hair every single day, so it builds up, which is amazing. And for the shampoo, same thing, just a quarter size. You leave it in. I'm really bad about leaving my conditioner in, I'm not gonna lie. But for here, I always use a a conditioning mask after, and I let that sit in my hair for like 10 minutes or so whenever I remember to rinse it out. And it just leaves my hair so hydrated and so amazing. My hair has gotten so much more curlier, and again, it has grown so much, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. And I love smelling my hair. It smells delicious. I just washed my hair, which is amazing. So, if you would definitely love to buy any products, I will link my website down below. You can please take the beauty test. There is a quiz on there that will give you the right products. If you're still not sure, my email is on there. Please reach out to me, and I would love to talk to you more about the products and what product would be best fit for you, and talk about more of their VIP, maybe some promotions that are going on. Or if you want to be a market partner, if you want to come on board and also sell these lovely beauty products, that would be amazing. So I hope you can join me, maybe be a part of my team, or just enjoy these amazing products that are not only healthy for your body, but healthy for the environment. So, again, I hope you have enjoyed, and I can't wait to talk to you next week. So, have a lovely day, night, evening, whatever it is. Until next time, I'll see you next Tuesday.